Alright. We're live with the Elite Four. This is our second attempt at the Elite Four in the Sandlocke. I've been doing a lot of prep work. I've got a lot of plans. I have 2 pages of a police warning violation notice that I've written the plans on. I've actually rewritten them completely. I wrote them down, then went back through them, reevaluated them. And I even made a last minute change here. I was putting the team together for this stream. So here's the team. When I went back through, compiled my notes for my plan is here, I realized that one of the angles I was a little bit worried about, I actually could have a sack for, because I actually don't need my sturdy Pokemon after Marshall. So if we do Chantal last, I think we're just doing the same order we did last time. I think the order was correct. But if we do Chantal last, we can sack our sturdy Pokemon that we need for Marshall, because we're still doing the same Marshall strat from last time, the setting up the rocks and then just sweeping with Archeops. Our Archeops is just strictly better than our old one, so anything the old one could do, ours can do better. We're going very heavy on Archeops for this fight, by the way. All these fights. And yeah, the second the sturdy gets us through Chantal, I think, cleanly, like, riskless. If we sack, I'm not entirely sure. It's going to be close, I think, because the Chandelure is a huge problem, actually. But I think the sack should make it fine. I think. The problem with Chandelure is we have no way to cover both Fire and Ghost at the same time, right? Like, Seaford is our counter for Chandelure, but it's going to eat a fat Shadow Ball. So yeah. I don't think our other lines changed too much versus what we had before. Having Seafortite, makes Chandelure doable as opposed to, like, the crazy risk we took last time and got past it. But it actually doesn't do much anywhere else, I don't think. Most of this we get through most of this on the back of the Dark type, which is now Crocodile instead of Pawniard, and Crew can do a lot more. And Archeops, of course, does a lot. Pharaoh does a few things. Seaford does, like, one thing. Kidwellite does one thing. Aish does, like, 2 things or something, maybe. So yeah, it's very much an Elite Four that's dependent on a couple of Pokemon. I think it is almost entirely riskless, but not completely. There's a few little turns I have, little swaps here that, like, I don't actually know if they're gonna work. I don't know if the damage ranges are actually safe or not, and I don't know if the moves that I'm expecting to get baited at different stages are actually gonna get baited correctly. We're just gonna see what happens. I feel a lot shakier on N. Oh yeah, and the fact that I mastered about that Durin actually fucks us. Because we do have to catch the dragon, and I forgot. And it's not a guaranteed catch, so that sucks. I was tempted to honestly hack back in the Master Ball, but I didn't do it. So hopefully we can catch it safely. I think we can. I think I have a line that catches us, the dragon, safely. Safely in the sense of, like, we can run from it. I checked this, which means if we can, like, try to quick ball it, and then if we fails and wherever we get close to death, we can run, and it should be fine. Yeah, I think actually, okay, if the Getsus strat for Hydreigon works, I think the rest of Getsus is completely free. I think. We only need 5 Mons for Getsus by my calculations, so we have 1 Mon that can die on N, which, like, there's not really any room in N for something to die. So if something dies on N, it's because something went wrong, and that thing is going to be Aish if he makes it. But he shouldn't die. But if he does, like, we don't need him. So, alright, so, we are edged. I don't normally edge, but this time I did edge. I went and fought essentially every trainer I could find, to both accumulate a little bit extra money and edge. And then I burned all the cash we had on quick balls to catch the dragon, and then vitamins to finish up some EV spreads on some of these guys. Basically, I was looking at, like, attacks, like Seaford has to tank potentially a crit Shadow Ball if he can do it. I don't even know if he can, against the Chandelure. So I, like, invested into special defense and HP, and then, like, Archeops has to outspeed the Hydreigon or we just lose. And I'm pretty sure our last one didn't, but our last one was minus speed. So I just went ahead and, you know, threw in the carbos, threw in the proteins and some other stuff. I don't know. Honestly, did I go? I think I might have went really hard on this guy. Yeah, I pushed HP up to 97. Then I finished attack and speed, and I pushed defense up to 96. And then yeah, we did the edging, which got some more EVs. So Aish is definitely like our biggest investment. And then yeah, max special defense and HP, max from vitamins, i.e. 100 each on Sephrodite. And then I had like 4 vitamins left over. I threw some special defense into a Scavalier for the end fight. And I threw like 2 Carbos into Crocodile or something like that. We actually had one in the bag. So yeah, so we're going with that. And this was the last minute switch. Kidwellite, I was going to bring Gigalith, and then I realized that I probably actually want to sack this Mon, and so I'm better off bringing Kidwellite, which is worse than Gigalith for the Elite Four, but theoretically is identical because they're both sturdy with Stealth Rocket. It doesn't actually matter which one we bring, theoretically. But I would rather have Gigalith alive in subsequent generations. Gigalith eventually gets access to Sandstream, so I really don't want to kill it if I can help it. Whereas I don't really care about Crustal. So, we should be good on items. Let's check these. So we're doing Dark first. Nothing should be necessary here. Rocky Helmet here for Iron Barbs, just to, like, kill stuff. If we get into it, Bug damage. Bright Powder on here, because why not? Soft Sand on here, because why not, ultimately? Sure. I wrote down the items that were important, like the ones that I'm like, oh, this guy probably should carry this gem for a kill, or this guy's going to have to kill a few things, so a standard damage item is good. But I didn't, like, write down every item, because I don't know. Like, some of them I don't think really matter that much. Grimsley, I think, is the left-hand north? Northwest, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I think Grimsley looks pretty easy. We just got to make sure we don't intimidate Bisharp, because that thing is defiant. But I have that written down in big letters on my paper. And the Lipard here is probably the freest Pokemon in the Elite Four, just looking at the teams. So we can use this to level somebody up because of the edging, I think. Or even, like, the whole team. So, yeah. Let me start up my local recording. We're just going to get right into this. Alright, we find ourselves back in the Elite Four, facing Grimsley. Going in with the Archeops lead against the Scrafty for the kill with Acrobatics. No Flying Gem, completely unnecessary, I think. Imagine the comedy if it actually is necessary. Our Archeops is really, really good and has a solid EV investment. So, yeah. I don't want to just, like, safety Flying Gem because they are hacked in, and I'm not going to lie about that. Farming gems is a pain in the fucking ass. Alright, gets the kill, gets the ding. Nope, I'm gonna keep Ancient Power. I think our special attack is good enough that I'd rather have the move that hits. 123 special attack on this guy. It's 170 physical, like Rock Slide is substantially more damage. But the mischance on Archeops is just... it's too dangerous, I think, personally. I really wish I could get rid of Fly. That would have been nice, but it's too inconvenient to fly back here. And I'm not allowed to catch an alternate Pokemon to use Fly if I have a legal one by my own rules. The way I see it is HMs are, you know, something you have to deal with. Alright, so yeah, this guy we U-turn out. We cannot fight this guy with Crocodile, who would otherwise be a decent choice because it's Defiant. We instead gotta go to Aetionite, actually. Yeah, I forgot. Honestly, I forgot I was going to use him here. Is that the best bet? Yeah, I guess he can't really damage me. Yeah, I forgot this was here because this is at the top of my list. Like, by the time I got to the bottom, I forgot he showed up very early. Because he doesn't do much else. Okay, so yeah, so Metal Claw does like nothing. X-Scissor, I'm hoping for a 2-shot. Or even maybe a 1-shot if I'm lucky. We have pretty high attack. We can only take a few aerial aces safely. By a few, I mean like 3. Okay, he's gonna heal. So that should be like a 2-shot then. So we go for 2 X-Scissors, and we should be safe. Should be no lose condition here. Unless these are like 49% or something, maybe. That's like right on the bubble, actually. We should be carrying silver powder unless I fucked up. Turns out it mattered. We might have one more in the tank at 48, even with the crit. Well, he dies anyway. Alright. This brings in Crocodile. This should be Earthquake. Let me double check the moveset and think about this. Crunch, Dragonclaw, Earthquake, Foul Play. It should be Earthquake, I think. If it's Earthquake, it's completely free on Arcan. I don't think the other things kill us. I mean, maybe Foul Play does. Like a Foul Play crit? I mean, this is the play. This is the plan. Okay. And now we don't want to stay in here, so we U-turn back out. Right? Yes. Yeah, because I'm too scared of Foul Play. Yeah. Acrobatics very well might kill this. I would not be surprised if Acrobatics kills this. I'm just not willing to risk it. So I'm going to U-turn. If Archeops were to die, it would be the run. I don't know if that's a good damage range. So we're carrying Iron Barb's Rocky Helmet here. He's coming in with probably like a Foul Play. It's potentially, I can kill this with the 2-chip. This is what I hoped we could do. I don't know if we have the damage range. I think we stick with the plan and just see if we get the free kill. It's also probably our best counter if this doesn't work. That's looking good. Nice. That's really cool. I'm really glad that idea works. That's really fun. You know, I wonder if U-turn does that much damage. Maybe maybe we just killed with Acro there. Because that's 1x. Right? I actually didn't pay attention. Was that 1x? It should be, right? That's a ground resist bug. Hey, Cryo. Is there going to be a Wednesday stream with the gang? Probably. We'll call it a probably. Yeah, bug is not very effective on ground. So that would have been non-stab versus stab. Yeah, Acro definitely killed that, I think. Acro was the way better play. That's fine. That's fine. We got to do a cool kill. We styled on him, even if it was objectively worse. Alright, so this guy is pretty free. This is a fake out turn. I think I could go to Krook. Let's actually think about, let's check this moveset. I definitely want to get Seaford in here to level it up. The question is just if we come in now on the fake out or later. This is Night Slash, fake out, Aerial Ace, attract. So it might attract me. That's probably fine. It's like a coin flip for me to just work. What item did I put on this? Bright powder. Okay. I think we stay in here for the chip damage actually on the fake out. Yeah, let's do that. Because now we get 2 ticks of damage and we take nothing in return. This is never attract on the switch. So yeah, now we'll go Seismo. There should be no risk to this. Yeah, okay, easy. Is it okay to boo the U.S. national anthem if Canada is being annexed by the U.S.? Or both are wrong? No, man, boo away. You boo all day long. That's fine. I give you permission. So that was Air Release or Night Slash. Either way, we're not going to take any more here. Might as well just go for the Drain Punch kill, I guess. That was a little bit more damage than I was thinking on the Night Slash. It wasn't ever going to kill us. Like, we were safe. He's going to heal. Let's just go Drain Punch again. All right, let's speed up here. As long as it's at half, it's completely safe and free. Okay. Yeah, then Seif gets the level up, which is perfectly fine by me. All right, one down. Nice and riskless, I think. Right? That was riskless. Maybe there was the possibility of the pivot not working out. But if there was overlapping damage rolls, we didn't encounter them. So, healing up. 50 on you, 50 on you. And we need 80? No. I need more than that. Do we have a hyper? Might as well use a hyper. Alright, so Grimsley, freaking clear. Next is Caitlyn. She should be... which one? Southwest, southeast, northwest, northeast. Northeast is Psychic Caitlyn. Okay. Caitlyn plan. We lead Archeops to soften up the Reuniclus. It baits Thunder, presumably, because we're flying type. Which means we can switch in Krook for free and then kill with the Dark type. And then we have Crocodile in for whatever comes in next. And we go from there. We have pretty safe answers into everything except for Sigilif, maybe, depending on what it does. So we're gonna try and kill Sigilif. We're gonna try and maybe chip. We'll have to see how it works out. We'll have to think about it in the moment. But maybe we just kill it with Rock Gem, Ancient Power. Maybe we try to go for chip. I'm not sure. So, yeah, so we U-turn out with Arkin. We go Crocodile. Crocodile with... Actually, let's go... Crocodile is really good here. Defensively, actually, as the Dark type. There's a lot of things that she can't do to him. Is that true? Yeah, Musharna's Psychic and Shadow Ball and Charge Beam. And Gothitelle is Psychic, Shadow Ball, and Thunderbolt. So Crocodile is actually insane. So it's definitely going to be Sigilif second because it's carrying Ice Beam. So we can count on that. So yeah, so Krook can kill Musharna and Gothitelle pretty safely. So I'm not too worried about damage ranges, so I think Shell Bell makes the most sense here. This is potentially firing off 4 crunches, so that's potentially a decent amount of healing. And I don't think any other item matters, so I might as well just go for the one that gives us durability. Okay, and then... yeah, so we're thinking Gothitelle, Musharna are dealt with. Sigilif is the problem on here. So if we're on Krook baiting a guaranteed Ice Beam, a Steel type takes that pretty well, and then baits... Yeah. Aeschynite should take the Ice Beam like it's nobody's business, and bait the Flying move, specifically because it is a Bug type. And then we can go for the Rock Gem kill. The only question would be whether or not we get the kill. You got Sparkling Water. What do I have? I have water with grape flavor in it. And some caffeine, because I didn't sleep well. Should we do this third? Because I'm kind of counting on the Rock Gem kill. $80 special defense, 72 HP base. Do I have a better option for this? None of its moves make contact. Right? No. How durable slash sturdy is Arkin? 147 HP and 76 BDF. I don't know if I have a better option. Did we kill this before? Is this how we fought this the previous time? I might... Okay, let's rewatch the footage. Let's try that. Maybe that's why this is my solution in my notes, is maybe I'm pretty confident this kills, actually. There's an Arc mod that provides Pokemon as creatures. Interesting. There's a lot of Pokemon mods, though. Like, if I want to play Pokemon in an open world, I can play Minecraft. Okay, well, here's the stream. So then we go to the old streams. Then we go to here. And we mute it. Okay. Okay, I fought this with Escav, actually. Is that true? No, I have Escav in against the Sigilif. How do I kill this originally? Do I just go for this? What do I do here? I think I just wing it. Would I say that Pokemon is better than Jurassic Park? No. I mean, they're different things to me. I like Pokemon only for the games. I like Jurassic Park as Jurassic Park. Like, I don't give a shit about the Pokemon anime or most spin-offs. There's like no comparison. I play Pokemon for the gameplay. I mean, I have attachment to some of the characters and stuff, but it's all because of the game specifically. How the fuck do I... What do I do with this? Oh, I switch... Okay, I switch out. I go to Gigalith. And I think I take a risk. I like risk the Rock Slide. I mean, the Rock Slide just kills. Like, there's nothing to be gleaned from this. 123 special attack is pretty damn good. The move is 90 base plus the gem. That's like 140 base power. Like, we kill that, right? 135 base. I believe in the Rock Gem. I believe in the Rock Gem, but we're changing the order. We're not doing this right away. So, give me this back. You are carrying Bug Gem. You should probably take, like, Evasion? Maybe? It doesn't matter. This is a free sweep. Okay. So Marshall is southeast. We did Marshall late because I was worried about killing the Conkeldurr, but ours is just better. We killed the Conkeldurr last time. This should be completely fine. In terms of our defense, we're plus defense Arkin, right? Or was the last one plus defense? No, we're plus defense Arkin. So we definitely tank the circle throw really safely too. This should be completely safe. Oh, a thought just occurred to me. I switched out my rock type for a bug rock type. Does that change the move selection? Does that matter? It might click Stone Edge. Will it click Stone Edge? If it clicks Bulldoze, it's just better. I might have fucked us. Okay, new plan. We gotta just go with this, but I might have fucked up. The bug typing might fuck us. I might have fucked up. I think we go, Bright Powder. If it clicks Stone Edge, maybe I can stall it. Is Bright Powder currently on somebody? Yes. Okay, take, I guess, like a Water Gem. Oh, you know the other thing? Its move selection's also dependent on my HP being high enough that I bait the move. I actually go full, like, because this worked last time because Gigalith didn't go to 0. Like, we didn't even go to Sturdy, like, we went down to, like, 70 HP. So it's still consistently baited Storm Throw. I actually might have really fucked us with this last-minute switch. Because I wasn't really thinking about what move we bait. I was just thinking about, oh, it's a sturdy Pokemon that has rocks. We do have Protect. So if it does Stone Edge and it misses once, because of Bright Powder and the low accuracy, like, I can stall it out of another one. I mean, if it clicks Stone Edge, it's got to be, like, overlapping damage rolls. Oh, man. Fuck. Okay, we do go Flying Gem here because if I get hit down into Defeatus, the Flying Gem will still probably get the first kill, which means we can pivot out and properly fight the rest of this. So yeah, we gotta play into that. Or do I go Berry? No, because Berry would get me stuck with a Berry. That's bad. If we don't get it down, then we're stuck with a fucking Berry and we lose. I'm stupid. Don't listen to me. Go listen to his lies. Rocky Helmet. Silver Powder's not really going to help. Water Gem is fine. Shell Bell is not really going to do anything, but you're kind of not going to do anything anyway. Ground Gem probably on you. What would even do anything here? Bug Gem ain't going to do shit either. This is like a pivot, if anything. Yeah, just keep your thing. Alright, hopefully this just works. Let's start to save states here, just in case of any issues. I never have Desmium crash, but I have had crashes on other emulators, so it's probably best to get in that habit. Alright, we're fighting Marshall second. The idea here was to maybe make Caitlyn a little safer. I realized, though, as we made our final approach to Marshall, that I made a team change last minute to try and spare Gigalith from a sack to get a more consistent Elite Four. And as I walked up here, I realized, wait, this might change what moves the throw uses on us. This might change the baiting. It might not be safe to bring an Arkin. But it's really too late to change anything. I think we just have to go for this. Stealth Rock. I'm really hoping this still wants to Storm Throw me. I don't know how. Bulldoze is fine too. Now I'm slower though. What does that mean? I think I Protect. Shit, it wants the Stone Edge. I think I take a Stone Edge, maybe? Oh, man. Yeah, Stone Edge was the problem. Okay, wait a second. Let's think about this. If it wants the Stone Edge... Okay, we know it wants the Bulldoze because I'm faster, which I didn't count on. So if we can switch out and switch back into Kidwellite, it should bait Bulldoze, and then we can switch straight to Arcan on that turn. So the question is, can I count on this not Storm Throwing? Storm Throw, Bulldoze, Stone Edge, Payback. Okay. How much damage? We're at 117 defense. Okay, we need to think. Maybe I can just bait another Stone Edge. That's fine, too. We could PP stall it, then. That's probably safer. Okay. Crustal. I'm just gonna look at his defenses so I can think about this. His defense spread. Oh, okay. I really fucked up, because I didn't actually realize he was weak to Rock. I thought Rock was a mutual resist, so that he would be 1x. So this is a huge mistake. Okay. This should always be Stone Edge, then. So who is my best bet? I could go Crocodile? If he Storm Throws, I'm, like, really fucked. Is there any chance he's gonna Storm Throw, though? If he Storm Throws, I lose. Maybe I go Pharaoh. Or Scavalier? Wait, a Scavalier is probably better, right? Because Pharaoh would be weak, too. Okay, but if we go with Scavalier... I take 1x versus Rock. If I go Pharaoh, I don't take the 1x. Okay, let's think about Storm Throw. Let's think about this. Storm Throw's base is what? Like, 60 always crit? Base 60 always crit. So it's like base 120? And like, Arcan was taking these in the previous Elite Four. So our Arcan right now is like over 100 defense and 147 HP. We had maybe like 120 and like 80 defense or something. Ferrothorn takes that easily. So if I go Ferrothorn, then don't I always bait the fighting move? And then we're clear. It's like good to go. 2x fighting, resist Rock. Yeah. Okay. I think Ferrothorn is safe. I think that's the plan. So I think Kidwellite is the correct play. Because we just had to pivot through Pharaoh. There's the Stone Edge. Resisted. Let's write this down in case we lose. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that would be... what? Like... Was that like an eighth of like storm throw or like a quarter? I don't know. Okay, so Marshall do this second, Caitlyn third, Rocks plus Archeop sweep, but we pivot from Bug to Pharaoh to Archie. And this should be safe. Okay. Arkin. There's no reason this would ever be Rocks. This may even be Bulldoze if we're somehow faster. I don't know why I closed my browser window. That's dumb of me. Okay, Storm Throw. We know we take this. We should have like 20 HP margin. Yeah. 20 HP margin. I was damn close. Because we know we took this on the weaker Arkin. Barely. Alright, this definitely kills everybody. We're going with the acro. The flying jump, completely unnecessary. We break the sturdy, he dies. We're confident on the Conkeldurr. Yep. And the Mean Chow is easy anyway. Well, compared to the Conkeldurr. Okay. Man, that one had me sweating because of the mistake, but turns out the mistake is not a mistake. It actually is completely safe. It's just we just accidentally gave ourselves a better line. And we found it in the moment, which is huge. Okay, Kidwellite, you are now gonna die. That is the only thing you're gonna do. Your only job is to set rocks and then die later. Goodbye. Okay, so we lead Arkin, which carries a rock gem. This has to kill Sigilif, or not die if it doesn't kill. The worst thing would be if we almost kill, and don't, like... I mean, if we die, we just lose. But I don't see any other... Like, every other option just involves rolling way too many dice. So I think we just gotta play into the option that should, like, just kill it. Alright, item check. Rock Gem. Group we said was going to carry the healing item, the shell, for just a little bit of extra healing, because he's got to kill a few guys. Ace should carry, yep, probably. Actually, no, just fuck it, just carry Silver Powder, just doesn't matter. This one's pretty consistent. Sigilif is the only question mark. I guess, okay. This should be Bright Powder, because this is our pivot. This is our pivot to bring in Archeops on Sigilif. So the Bright Powder, like, could save us from, like, a crit messing up damage ranges, maybe, on the pivot. You're carrying a Water Gem. Yes, that makes sense, because the only thing we would ever use this on would be the Sigilif, if things have gone horribly wrong. And then Pharaoh... She has no physical attackers. So this should be like a steel gem, theoretically? Okay, Shell Bell, Water Gem, Bright Powder, Steel Gem, Rock Gem. And then I guess this is like Bug Gem. A thought occurs to me. 81 Spadef, 132 HP on Kidwell. This doesn't win, right? Like, this is not worth even trying for the kill on. 1x ice, 1x flying. I don't think a scout or Crustle can win. He's got some EVs, but none in special attack and only 3 in HP. And his HP IV is 5 and his Spadef IV is 2. Like, this is almost as killable as Crustle will ever be in this fight. And if we kill Crustle here, then we don't have him for the pivot or the sack to bring in Seifert safely. I just have to go for the Arcan kill. Do I do... No, I don't think doing it last helps. Yeah, because Archeops is barely used on Chantal, so it's not going to get any meaningful XP. Caitlyn was a top, right? Northeast, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we still go... Yeah. Alright, soften up Reuniclus. Krokorok. Again, Reuniclus is exactly the kind of thing where, like, I might just kill that, but if I want to carry the Rock Gem for Sigilith, Acrobatics is not doing damage, so I think it makes more sense to, lean into killing the Sigilith with Archeops, which means we just get the damage here. And I don't think Crunch kills this, maybe with Dark Gem, but I'm not willing to find out. It's better to soften it up. Yeah, I should just start over with the strategy here for the video, right? Alright, Archeops has to carry a Rock Gem for later in this fight, so we can't just try to, like, Flying Gem Acrobatics the Reuniclus to wipe it off the board. Instead, what we do is we do a U-turn to soften it up. And this Reuniclus should be using Thunder on us as a flying type. Maybe there's some overlapping damage ranges, but if anything overlaps, it would be, like, Psychic moves. In which case, that's also an immunity for our boy, Crocodile. So this should be completely safe to bring this guy in. Nice, comes in on the Thunder. We definitely outspeed this and kill it now that we soften it up. I think even if she does heal from here, we'd still kill it in 2. So, alright. Everything according to plan. Alright. This is probably Sigilith with Ice Beam coming in here, I would guess. Because her other guys don't do anything to Crocodile. Krook is the only healthy mon we need for the rest of the fight after Sigilith is off the board. So we could theoretically put everything into beating this Sigilith. This is an Ice Beam. The best bet to tank the Ice Beam is probably Aetionite. We want a Steel type to resist Ice. Well, actually, he's just our only Ice resist anyway, right? So yeah. Because our other Steel type is a Grass. So yeah, we bring in the resistance on the Ice Beam. Doesn't matter if we get frozen. We're not staying in on this. Okay. I say that. Can we damage this once? It's probably too risky. Because if I take a crit Air Slash, maybe then I'm in range of Ice Beam. It's really low damage. What else does this have? Is there a safer line here? Wait a second. Psychic Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, and Air Slash. Well, yeah, Psychic or Psychic on Archeops would be bad. Okay, just believe in the line. Just believe that we kill this. This baits Air Slash. We go to Archeops, Rock Gem, Ancient Power with 120 special attack. I truly believe kills the Sigilith. It's not that sturdy. If that's like the only real opportunity to like really guarantee the Air Slash, I think. So I don't want to risk it by going for damage and baiting another move accidentally. Please kill. 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 Okay, I think that was the riskiest part of this entire Elite Four until we get to N. Okay, And now we're free and clear. We just U-turn back to Crocodile. Crocodile kills this, should outspeed it. Takes no damage from any of its attacks, and can definitely kill it before Calm Mind ever becomes a threat. Yeah, I don't think it literally matters at all here anymore what moves she clicks. She just loses. T-Bolt, okay, yeah. And then Crunch kills this, and I should speed up for the video. Musharna comes in, and Crunch doesn't kill this, but this can do no damage to us. We will win eventually. Yeah, like it goes for a Shadow Ball for like what, 10% damage? Yeah, worse, right? 20 out of 160. Actually, that's more. That's more than 10% damage. It's like 14%. Point is, completely safe. Alright. Shell Bell didn't really matter, but I think it still made sense as the item to carry in case something went too wrong there. Did I say Chantal at some point during the fight? That was Caitlyn. Chantal's next. Alright, Chantal. We are leading Crocodile with a Roustberry. Taunting doesn't really make sense because we two-shot it. So if I taunt it and it attacks instead of burning us, then that could just be bad. So we should just lean into getting burned and just two-shot it. I'm pretty confident this is a two-shot. Like, I'm very confident that we two-shot at Kotha. Alright, how are you doing on HP? You need some, and you need a little bit more. Alright. PP check. We should be good. 11. I actually sold our PP ups, because, just looking at, like, the plan, we're never going to run out of shit. Yeah, we still have 10 acrobatics. Alright. You also get a PP, you get a full heal before N, so you get all your PP back anyway. Alright, so Roustberry on Crocodile kills the Cophagregus. That brings in, I don't even know, Jellicent, maybe? Because we're a ground type? Probably Jellicent. So let's double check the movesets here and think about items. Jellicent is carrying Energy Ball, Brine, Surf, Shadow Ball. So it's just like a Surf. We go to Pharaoh. I don't think Grass Gem kills this. I think we go, I guess we go Expert Belt, because I don't think I have a Miracle Seed. Do I not have a Miracle Seed? Doesn't matter, it's the same thing. Alright, Expert Belt for the Jellicent, anticipating a two-shot with Grass Knot. I don't remember how much damage Grass Knot does to a Jellicent, but Jellicent, if I'm pretty sure, was surprisingly heavy. We looked this up on one of the other streams. So this should work. I think everything we would want to use a Grass move on in this Elite Four, Grass Knot is actually good against. Which is Jellicent and then Seismitoad on, you know, N and gets us. Okay, and then we have Golurk. I'm thinking Archeops comes in on Earthquake and kills with a Flying Gem. I don't think it can stand up to that. And I think even if it takes it, like if this doesn't kill, I don't think it can possibly kill us. So we can either go in again on like the heal turn, or you turn out and find a new plan. I think either way this is completely safe. The real problem is the Chandelure. We are sacking Kidwellite into the Chandelure. Is there any reason for this to not just immediately die? Yes! If this gets the Bright Powder, there is no downside to me clicking Rock Slide. So this should be Bright Powder. Okay, so yeah, Bright Powder into Rock Slide, hit, into kill, is the survive condition for this Pokemon. Otherwise, he will be dying. Okay, and then Seafordite has to get the kill with Water Gem after he's dead. And hopefully Shadow Ball crit does not kill us on 94 special defense and 196 HP. And I don't know if that's true or not. Hopefully it is. This is also another reason why getting the level in on Grimsley was good, because we might need it here. And then we got Aetionite, who does nothing. Maybe comes in against like Golurk or something. As a backup. Let's treat him as the Golurk backup. I would like this thing to be alive for N, which is the last time we need him to be alive. Technically. So like a Steel Gem would be the play, I think. Okay, that looks to me like a full stable of items. A Rossberry, Expert Belt, Steel Gem, Water Gem, Flying Gem, Bright Powder. Alright, let's do a save state. And move on. Alright, it is time for us to face Sean Tall. This should be safe, but we won't know until it's too late. But somebody will be dying here. That's what makes this safe. So, the Copagregus, we're counting on this being two-shot by Crunch without a damage-boosting item. We're carrying Rossberry to counter the Will-O-The-Wisp. If it clicks Will-O-The-Wisp and it's not a two-shot, I don't think it matters. I think the only scenario would be if this can somehow like out-damage me, which should be impossible. So we're going in for the Crunch. And I suppose if it does Will-O-The-Wisp and the Crunch doesn't kill, we can just taunt. Okay, yeah. Like I said, I was pretty confident. 75% damage is pretty good. Okay, it does go for the attack, which means not taunting was the correct play. It really doesn't matter. But, you know, I played it safe. I played to as safe as I could be, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Alright. The rest of our team has pretty good coverage options into Krook, except for maybe Chandelure, but I just don't count on Krook tanking moves from Shandy, so let's not put ourselves in that position. Alright, this is just hard switch to Pharaoh. And click Grass Knot. This should be like, we should take very little damage here. This should be a Surf for like nothing. I was thinking less than that actually, but fine. Alright, Expert Belt, Grass Knots. Hopefully this is a clean two-shot. Really? Surf is the best thing this has? It's got Shadow Ball. I guess Surf is still better. Yeah, Grass Steel. Surf is just higher base power than Shadow Ball. No, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no. This is super clean. Did we know this from the last Elite Four? I don't remember. I rewatched all my footage and I took notes, but then I went back through the notes. So I watched the footage like 3 days ago, so I don't remember. Well, either way, super clean Jealous Encounter. Half HP only. Very good stuff. Okay, level on Krook probably doesn't really matter. He is a crucial team member for En and Getsus, but I don't think his level matters for that. This is the Chandelure. Okay, so here's the plan. Kidwellite dies unless this exact scenario happens. One, we get a Bright Powder proc when we switch into an attack. Two, Rock Slide hits. 3, we're not burned. 4, Rock Slide kills. If all of those things play out, this guy lives. So that's like, what, a 2% chance or something maybe for Kidwellite to survive? Fire Blast misses is a thing too, actually. Well, it hit, so it doesn't really matter, does it? I love that we didn't actually need Sturdy for that. Alright, it could still... Bright Powder could still save us here. Do I ever protect? I always protect. I might as well PP stall this once. This probably doesn't matter in any way. I guess theoretically, if this thing did run out of Fire Blast, that would open up some other options against it. Do we kill? Okay. Okay. I think we killed Archeops now, which is even safer. Ah, there he goes. There goes our hero. He did his duty. Yeah, this is super safe now in Archeops. Yeah, I can Ancient Power this. Right? Hold on. Chandelure base stat check. This is really, really good. Yeah, 90. This is equally squishy. This is as squishy on special defense as it is on physical. We definitely kill this. We definitely outspeed this. It is surprising. Oh, I'm looking at Mega. It is... I mean, it's still 80. It is surprisingly fast, but it's not Archeops fast. Okay, and then we still have our Acrobatics gem, and now we should be... This is just the Golurk in the back, right? Which we want Archeops on anyway. So we don't even have to play into the pivot to bring Archeops in clean. We're just here with a sniper rifle loaded up with a Flying Gen Acrobatics, just waiting for Golurk to walk onto the scene and die. Beautiful. And there he is. The final Pokemon of the Elite Four. Don't click Ancient Power. I don't think this kills us, so I think we're super safe. So that was fantastic. Like, the Bright Powder, I put the Bright Powder on there as kind of a bit. Just thinking, haha, won't it be funny if we do get all the dice rolls and win? But actually getting the Bright Powder proc and just chipping Chandelure is legitimately really good. And so I should have always been playing into that. That is worth putting down on the note sheet in case I need to reference back for another run. Use Bug with Sturdy plus Bright Powder. Do Chip with Rocks for Archie. Sweep. But then we gotta make sure I know that this is, if lucky, on Bright Powder proc. Okay. Alright. Yeah. So, this has to carry a Flying Gem. We're gonna go ahead and just get everything set up here. Krook. So it's time for us to delete Bulldoze. Protect over Bulldoze. And now Crocodile is largely a Sandstorm Stallbot for the Hydreigon, which we know will come in second. We know that Pawniard baited it, and Krook should do the same, even though there are different typings. Just looking at things, like, my understanding of why Hydreigon comes in second doesn't change. And hopefully that's true. Where is... I did get the rock. It should be like the... yeah, at the bottom of the list. Smooth rock. Okay. Oh yeah, we lead Exca for this, not Krook. Yeah. We lead Exca, and then we have to hard switch into Krook on Getsus. Yes. We're expecting Gears showing up second as a Zoroark, or Zoroark showing up second as a Gears, rather. Pharaoh should just beat the turtle. In that sense. No, I don't want a gem because that would be not the best. Scavalier versus the Ice Cream Cone and Arkin on the mirror match. Arkin has to carry Flying Gem. So the goal is we will outspeed his Archeops, I'm pretty sure. We can Rock Gem it if we can Ancient Power it. If we don't kill it, it'll at least be knocked into Fetus, and we can kill it on the Retaliatory Strike. And Archeops doesn't do much of anything else against N anyway. That should be fine, as long as we don't get knocked into Defeatist on Switch In. Which we'll have to see where that comes in. And then for Getsus, so yeah, Sandstorm Crocodile setup on the Ghost to bait in the Hydreigon second. We click Protect so that it takes 2 ticks of sand damage. Sack Crocodile. Or sack somebody else. Maybe I think I sack Aetionite if Aetionite's alive. Yeah. Which also might work to get us an extra turn of sand damage. That's good. Let's write that down. Taunt, Sandstorm, Crunch, Protect Sack on Hydra, or sack Aish if alive? Question mark. Okay. Then yeah, the chip damage has to be enough to guarantee the kill with Acrobatics and the Flying Gem. I'm putting everything we have into killing the Hydreigon, because I think if we kill the Hydreigon, the rest of Getsus is free. So we have to make sure it dies, which means we want to do as much Sandstorm ticks as possible before sacking to bring in Arkin and going for the Acrobatics. We did not outspeed this last time, but we were minus speed, and I've invested in Carbos. So we will outspeed it this time. I'm very, very sure of that. What I'm less sure of is Acrobatics damage, but I think it should get us there. Like, I think Acrobatics Flying Gem should be pretty close to killing, if not an outright kill. But we're just playing it safe, because if we don't kill it, we just lose. It has to die to Acro, or it will kill us. It will kill Arkin, and then we will lose to it, because nobody else can deal anything with it, especially given that we're not bringing a Sturdymon as backup to this fight, because there's no room. Alright, we also need Archeops alive to beat Bouffalant, because it's our pivot. Like, we can bring it in pretty consistently, I think, on Earthquakes, and, like, pivot back out to just slowly chip the Bouffalant down over, like, 3 turns before we go for the kill. I think that's true even if we get put into Defeatist at any point. Seismo just has to be beaten by Pharaoh. Sorry. Let's take that item off there so we're not caught unawares. Steel Gem? Yeah, Steel Gem probably is good here, because we're planning to sack this guy. Well, we're not planning to sack this guy, but he is the one who is most likely to die. No, this can't be Steel Gem. This has to be a berry. Because actually getting frozen is the bigger lose condition. So that's Aspir Berry. Let's write that down. Because I did not write that down. I was thinking of it, but I didn't actually add it to the sheet. I was thinking of it before I think I wrote down N. I was like, oh yeah, we need to dodge potentially Blizzard Freeze. Alright, and then what else? Seismitoad can beat the eel with like a water gem. Because he doesn't do anything on N, is that true? Yeah, Seismo theoretically doesn't do anything on N. The eel is not that threatening. Oh yeah, and Bisharp. I skipped Bisharp on the list. That should be Excadrill, who we'll get an item on later. Okay, so where does it leave us on Pharaoh? So Pharaoh's killing the frog. The frog takes 4x grass damage. I'm pretty sure it just dies. Pharaoh's probably our backup if Aetionite dies. I think that's true. Also, it's our counter for Caracosta. Caracosta is just physical damage. I'm not too worried about Caracosta at all. I should be completely free for Aetionite. Muddy Water, Rain Dance, Earthquake, Sludge Wave, Seismitoad doesn't concern me much either. Do I just carry like a Citrus Berry, or do I carry like a Lum? Maybe I carry a Lum in case things go really, really badly on Vanillux? It feels... I think that's the play. Just like... I think that is what I do here. I could do the Aspir, but I have a Lum, so I might as well do the Lum. I don't think it comes up anywhere else in the fight, though. And then we'll figure out Excadrill once we get to the computer. I suppose it is worth talking about that. So, Pokemon Black and White are weird in that you don't fight the champion, you fight the evil team after you beat the main Elite Four. You only fight the champion on the rematch. We're not doing the rematch. It's not formally part of the run. Alder there is the actual champion. And this is interesting because this gives us an additional fight, plus both of the fights are back-to-backs. So what I'm doing for this is we're using the level cap for the Elite Four, which, we don't get to level for this, right? This is not a new level cap. But the Pokemon that have gained levels we're allowed to use, right? And that's how it works with the champion in the Elite Four, right? My level cap for an Elite Four is always the final regular Elite Four member, and then the level cap is gone, but we can't rare candy after we enter the Elite Four, right? So any levels we gain during the Elite Four are bonuses to use against the champion. Same thing here. The new level cap, I think the highest levels are 52 or 54 or something. Again, it doesn't matter, because we're playing by essentially my standard Nuzlocke rules for that. The only weird thing, too, is we have access to a PC in between those two fights. I think the PC works as a balancing factor for the fact that this is a back-to-back fight. I think if you're not using setup moves, which are highly exploitable in this fight, if you're not using setup moves, this is, like, the hardest fight in the franchise, maybe? I'm gonna throw that out there. I mean, I don't know if that's actually true, but, like... I like a 12-mon back-to-back for a Nuzlocke? Like a hardcore Nuzlocke without setup moves? That's That's a substantial hurdle. It's certainly like the last like hard standard fight in the franchise. I think every game after this is easier. I mean, Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, which I haven't played, are harder, but those are harder, as I understand it, because of particular like totem Pokemon stuff, not so much the trainer fights. Although, again, I haven't played Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, so maybe I'm wrong. So I feel this is all to say, this is all to justify the fact that I'm bringing an Excadrill. And I'm bringing him in at level 50. So that's just to explain why I see that as the thing to do. We should find the Ultra Ball just in case we have a really bad catch luck on the dragon, who we do have to manually catch because I fucking used my Master Ball like a dipshit. You guys are... You don't give me anything. Like, these are weird characters. Oh, you're a Poke Center. Like, who are these people? They have, like, unique models with very unique haircuts. They never show up anywhere else, right? Like, what is their purpose? Why are they here? They're like, really weird. Just as an inclusion. That's a max potion? Whatever. Okay, here's our computer. Moving to the dead box. Crustal. Joining our dog, our Stunfisk in Oblivion. Withdrawing from the box. Our boy, Excadrill. We're going to go ahead and put Exca here. Nope, Exca here. And you get, for an item, what? You need to survive against the dragon. And then against N's lead. So let's look at N's lead again. It's going to be the Reshiram, which he wouldn't survive, but he's going to PP stall. Do I have Bright Powder on somebody? No. Okay, so Bright Powder is available. Rocky Helmet's available. Let's think about that for a second. This is a physical attacker. Rocky Helmet Chip would help catch it. For the lead dragon that N has, it's special, so that doesn't help. Hyper Beam. Ooh. If Hyper Beam misses, he doesn't recharge. But that's fine, I think. So yeah, okay, let's talk the strategy for N, right? We gotta beat the Reshiram lead, Hyper Beam, Fusion Flare, Extrasensory Reflect. We beat this by PP stalling Fusion Flare, or getting it to Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam specifically on the Excadrill switch in by pivoting with Seismitoad. That's the plan. This looks extremely safe to me, unless maybe we get 2 Fusion Flare crits, and then it starts to be a little weird. 2 Fusion Flare crits, that is to say, on Seismitoad. But hopefully the special defense and HP we put into Seismitoad also helps it tank. I mean, this is like quad resistant, right? But it is like a really dangerous move. That's kind of the problem, right? So yeah, let's go through the line. Reshiram, Exca, and Seismo. Probably brings in Zoroark disguised as Klinklang. Right, okay. So yeah, Zoroark was a big problem. Yeah, so Zoroark... We need to... Yeah, Zoroark, we don't know what move it's going to click. If it comes in second, which I think it does. So we got to go to Aish, hoping that it doesn't Flamethrower. And that we can bait a Flamethrower into Archeops. And then go for the kill with U-turn. What do I do if I get burnt? I didn't think about that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. If I get burnt, U-turn probably doesn't kill. Maybe it does still kill. But it probably doesn't. probably focus blasting at that point. Okay, I think I can probably do that. Because if it's focus blasting, if we believe it's focus blasting Arcan, we can go to one of the steel grass or steel bug types on the focus blast. If we have to go to Ferrothorn and is looking really shaky, but then we can go back on a flamethrower again to Arcan. And maybe if we're knocked into Defeatist and Burnt, we can still kill with a U-turn? I don't know. I can't go Burnberry on Arcan. I just can't. And I don't think I can afford to sack on Zoro. Because, like, I might have to sack on Vanillux if I get unlucky. Because Vanillux is a problem, too. Dude, what do I do if I get burned? I mean, Focus Blast can miss. That's a really bad way to look at it. Let's think about this. If I let Zoroark kill a Scavalier, Archeops gets a clean come in. I'm pretty sure U-turn just flat kills Zoroark. Super effective. And we need to save our flying gem for the Hydreigon, so we can never click acrobatics. So U-turn presumably kills this. I'm kind of banking on that. And then we have Vanillux, Caracosta, and Klinklang in the back. Yeah, so we go to like Ferrothorn. Alright, yeah, I mean, I just have to try something. Maybe... Oh, man. I don't think I have any other play, really, right? What is Flamethrower burn chance? 10%? 1 in 10? 1 in 10 to be potentially in trouble or completely fine, but probably in trouble? Zoro's fast. Do we think Krook is faster? How fast is a Zoroark? Zoroark is 105. Crocodile is 92. Not super confident we outspeed that on our Krook, but maybe. What are we doing with Excadrill on this fight, then? It kills Reshiram and takes a Hyper Beam. So maybe this is just sand item? I think so. We bulldoze into... The idea is to bulldoze into Earthquake. We bulldoze on the Hyper Beam recharge turn to make sure we're faster and then go for the Earthquake kill. Also making sure to dodge any potential issue with like full restoring off of a single Earthquake. And then we would still have like the ground item for Getsis. Which would help us kill the Excadrill. Right? 150. Well, wait. Brick Break is Borax. So Brick Break's always better. So this should just be Expert Belt? I guess? I think he just kills both. I don't think I need an item. I think the safe thing is the Bright Powder here. 1 in 10 attacks from the Dragon miss, giving me more opportunities to catch. Alright. I mean, I think we just gotta go for this. Here's a thought. If I get burned on the switch-in against the Zoroark, do we think Ancient Power could kill it? It's pretty frail. 60-60. Maybe that's our out. Maybe Ancient Power kills it. What if I... So what happens if I do that, though? Okay, we're just going to have to judge in the moment. We're just going to have to decide what we click if it happens. Right. Yeah. Alright. We're going to lock in the team like this. Let's save state now that the team is locked in. We're still looking for that Ultra Ball that should be here. Again, just in case, maybe. Maybe somebody gives me the Ultra Ball, in which case I probably don't get it. No, there's still rooms, believe. This room is very... There's a lot. It's actually kind of a crazy amount of stuff there to go for. Like, that's a very interesting custom room to have in this game at the very end. Just randomly. Like, they went weirdly hard on some of the unique things in this game that serve very little purpose beyond just being fluff. Fucking rated, underappreciated gem. Okay, well, I don't know where the fucking Ultra Ball is. Let's not save over the save. Let's do this. Because I can at least go back to the save and export IV-EV spreads if we do wipe here. Alright. Damberite lead against Zekrom. Dragon Breath slash Zen Headbutt Fusion Bolt. It's essentially fully resisted. We should be super safe. At least for a couple turns, we should be able to outspeed it and run consistently. This is somewhat hopeful, maybe. Here's hoping we just quick ball this bitch. If we don't, we need to judge the damage ranges and think about if we run. I can't believe I used the Master Ball. I did it for the bit, essentially. Very dramatic Reshiram. Oh my god. It's Jesus. He's back. God, I hope this fucking works. I love this game, but I want to be done with this run. I love this run, too, but I want to be done with this run. This is our full second run through the game. And we've done, you know, plenty of other attempts. Oh yeah, we should update the death counter. Three deaths. Updated. Being released! Okay. Dramatic. Fair. I too am being released. What do I have Discord pings? What's going on Discord? I'll just check on my phone, hopefully. While we let Zekrom, you know, Aura Farm or what the fuck ever. Whatever the kids are saying these days. Okay, I think it's literally like my live notification. Oh no, we do have other messages here. Okay, this is not immediately crucial. Reshiram and Zekrom, they're Pokemon. Wow. Yep, true. That's true story, N. Please just get in the quick ball. Please don't fuck me over for my fucking earlier goof. Interesting song. I don't know if I've ever actually listened to this. Because I'd usually just Master Ball this and move on with my fucking life, because we never use this. I wonder if you could farm this guy for XP, theoretically. Get in the quick ball, make it easy. Don't make me suffer. I'm begging you. I'm just begging you. I'm just begging you. Alright. Great. There's one headache out of the way. I was dreading this little shit. Alright. Nope. Don't nickname you. Alright, be really careful here. Add it to your add to your party from the box. No. Not adding to your party. Is it okay? Yes. He heals my ass, and then we go in. Alright. It's time for the end fight. Not the scariest fight on its own. It's the back-to-back in combination with Gets Us, without us allowing to use setup moves, and our limited team selection that makes this concerning. So, we're going to PP stall his 5 fire attacks. We start with a Protect. We're gonna start tallying. 1 Fusion Flare. Alright, and then we go to Seismitoad on Fusion Flare number 2. I'm hoping to see like 20% damage here. That's not 20%. That's like 25%. Okay, this is never Fusion Flare. This is gonna be... Let me double check. Extra Sensory. Hyper Beam. It should be Hyper Beam or Reflect, I think. I don't think he's gonna Extra Sensory. I mean, we resist it if he does. It's not ideal, but like... We don't have another play. Okay, he does do Extra Sensory. Yeah, I don't love it. That's not great. I am dead to the crit if he does it again. Alright, we Protect. Fusion Flare 3. Alright, Seifert. Fusion Flare number 4. I'm a little worried now that about that Extra Sensory. Ooh, how much Hyper Beam damage do I take? I mean, I'm probably dead to either crit. I have no choice. I can't go... Can I go somewhere else? I can. Yeah. I mean, it's not great, because... I might have to, actually. I don't know if I can take another hit on Damberite. Coming in an Extra Sensory was, not what I wanted. Oh, but if I come in on Hyper... If I switch to a Steel type and I come in on Hyper Beam, I'm also fucked. I think I have to stick with the plan, which might completely fuck our line. Alright, let's think about this. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. Aw, damn it. Okay. 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 Fuck you. Extra Sensory was the only move that was going to be a problem. I took way too much damage from that. We can't go Pharaoh. If we go... So we go Pharaoh or Aish. That puts us into an awkward position against Vanillux. It kind of removes our safety valve on that. I mean, maybe I can kill Vanillux with rocks. Can I just go, like, Arcan Sweep if I get into a position to do it? Really hard to position. Fuck. No matter what... Okay, so Dambrite's dead to either crit. How much Hyper Beam damage... I don't think Hyper Beam kills me. I'm just wondering if I have to go to Dambrite and just try for the kill. I do have Protect on this. If I Protect and he Reflects, it's just kind of bad. Because then it's just higher odds of him doing another thing. I guess... Okay, if he Reflects, I switch, I Protect... No, I lose to Reflect now, right? Because I can't both Brick Break and... Shit. Shit and fuck. Okay, it's off the rails. It's off the rails. I need him to Hyper Beam. Okay, let's say if we... Okay, wait. No, because if I can take a Hyper Beam, then I can take a Hyper Beam later. I just have to stick with the plan. And if he extra sensories again, I just have to click... I just have to go for the Earthquake? That's so fucking bad, dude. How do I beat Bouffalant? You know what? Bouffalant is on Getsus. It doesn't matter. Worry about the fight we're fighting now. Exca is not really needed for the rest of this. It could be good against Kling Klang, but is what it is. If we bring it in on Kling Klang, we probably come in on a Thunderbolt anyway from like Arcan or something. Alright, we just got to do this. Please don't fuck me on this. Please don't fuck me on this. Come on. Okay, don't kill me, please. Oh my god. We got it? Bulldoze? Okay, I think we're fine. I think we're back on track. And now we Earthquake. Oh, that was so fucking spooky, dude. I wasn't... Yeah, so there must be like some sort of thing with Hyper Beam where like it's a coin flip, right? Something like that. Because Hyper Beam is more damage than Extra Sensory on Toad. So it can't simply be that like it doesn't just pick the damage roll. It's definitely like only a chance of Hyper Beaming. There's no way the damage rolls overlapped. But it's okay. It's okay. We got through. We got through, and I think we're okay. This has to be Zoroark. This is like any move. Oof. That's maybe a problem. I have no other play. I have no other play. If it's Flamethrower, this dies. We just have to roll the dice. Okay, Focus Blast, miss, huge. Okay. Now the question is, this is baiting flamethrower. Do we want to should we just sack this at this point? Because this is allowed to die here. But we could get fucked over on Vanillux. Maybe. I was willing to have this die to flamethrower, but I would like to have it for Vanillux. But also it can probably just die to Vanillux. Oh, this is a tough call. The original plan is just a hard switch here, but these are definitely... Like, the burn chance I wasn't really thinking about. I think we just do it. Oh, I know one thing I should have done. I should have had backup. I should have had a backup, Sandstorm Center. I forgot about that. Let's write that down. Have backup Sandstorm! Exclamation mark. Because Krook is kind of the other option for the Zoro if we get burned. Okay, I think if we switch in and we get burned, we just have to sack Aish again, and then come back with Arkan to kill it. 2 U-turns will kill it. So we just switch in on the flamethrower here. This should be the 4x flamethrower always, 100% guaranteed. Okay, we're perfectly fine as long as we're not burned. If we get burned, beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. The flamethrower confirms that it's Zoroark. I believe that U-turn kills. I would be very curious to know if U-turn kills when we're burned, but thankfully we don't have to find that out here. Alright, Zoroark is down. Now, does it go Klin Klang? I don't know how the switch-in works. Does it want to go Klin Klang? Because I was a flying type? No, it would still probably want to go Caracosta, right? Okay, so what if I go... So he's got Vanillux, he's got Caracosta, he's got Klin Klang. Pharaoh can kill Vanillux. I think if Pharaoh is in and Vanillux comes in, I just go for it. I think there's a good possibility if I go Pharaoh here, he goes Caracosta because he has no super effective moves against Pharaoh. Let's try it. I don't know how this works. It goes Vanillux. Okay. I think I'm okay with this. I think I'm just going to go for the kill with Ironhead and see what happens. Yeah, he might hail. Okay, beautiful. So we might just kill this now and not have to worry about taking a Blizzard ever, which would be huge. If we don't kill, which we don't, now we have to take a Blizzard. We have the berry, we can't get frozen. The only question is, does crit kill us? I just have to go for it. Once I've stayed in and committed to this line, there's no point in switching. It's always safe. It's always safe. Okay, let's write that down. Write that down. Just in case, but I'm feeling really optimistic now. Okay, so with Kara, Vanille, and Gears in the back, Arky U-turn kills Zoro. We go Pharaoh, and that brings in Vanny. It goes Hail plus Blizzard. We two-shot. Just barely safe. Safe from the crit. Now, I think... Okay, it goes Kling Clang here. I was going to say, I think we can kill Caracosta. What move does this do to us? What do we do here? Krookodile does not have a ground move anymore. Half damage normal, half damage steel, half damage electric. What does it do to me? I resist everything. I just go to Aish, right? So does Aetionite then bait an electric move guaranteed? Escavalier. Yeah. Which then I can go to Danburite to kill. And if Exca dies, I could still have outs on Getsus. And I probably do need Pharaoh for Getsus anyway. If this is a Thunderbolt, I don't think this kills me. And hopefully I can still take another one so I can consistently bait something else here. And if it's some other move, it's like Hyper Beam or something, that would also be a free switch. Okay, Hyper Beams me. Hail is still up, that's good for me. That's just Kling Clang bonus damage. Okay, so it's recharging. I go to Danburite to outspeed and I click EQ with... I'm Bright Powder, right. Maybe I needed that damage boost. This is still the highest damage output I have here. I don't have another play. I gotta go for this now. This is too good of an opportunity. It'll take another Hail Chip. That's like equivalent to a damage boosting item, basically, maybe. Also, I mean, it almost certainly kills me with Hail, right? Just kill him? He's faster than me? He's faster than Excadrill? Bro, what the fuck? I didn't even think he'd possibly be faster. Oh no! Oh, I don't even have like my fucking team comp correct for the video. '90 speed. We're 92 on Seafredite, 115 on Krook, but we don't have a ground move. This is suddenly very bad. Oh, dude, do we like... The hail stopped. What do I do? Can Krook take a Hyper Beam 89 Spadef? Maybe not a crit. If Krook dies, we lose. As long as Krook and Arkin are alive, I can, like, believe that we can win. What happens if Seifert dies here? He's still got the, turtle in the back. That's pretty bad for us. Okay. Fucking hell. I can't believe we got outsped. We're minus speed, right? Dude, we're minus speed. That probably fucking mattered. Oh my god. All that's left is the Caracosta. Oh, fuck, dude. I really thought he would outspeed. I didn't even check the speed. I just assumed. And I don't have Bulldoze anymore on Krook. God damn it. God fucking damn it. $85 Spadef, 60 HP, 90 speed. Dude, his speed base is 90. It's like... It's probably like right there. It's like a point difference or something, I would bet. I might even outspeed this on Seiferdite. If I go Seif, or Krook, all I can do is crunch. This resists everything a Scavalier can throw at it. I could go to... Okay, I think I see what I have to do. Do I go to Arkin? Arkin would bait... Ooh, actually, what do we know what Arkin baits? Arkin might not be good. Well, Steel would be Stab. Steel, it should be Steel. It should be the Steel move. Which would be resisted by the Water type? Okay. Ugh. Fuck. If I go Crocodile... Well, like I said, if I go Crocodile, we can lose the whole run. If I have Krook and I have Archeops, I have always a chance. Do I need Seiferdite? Can I risk Seiferdite? Two deaths going into Getsus is awful if that's what happens. Seifert doesn't do that much. We gotta go Seifert. Hopefully we outspeed this so we can land this Bulldoze. Okay, it outspeeds and goes to Hover Beam, and I die. Okay, he has to recharge. Bulldoze was a really narrow damage range. He's recharging. I should be faster, so we go Drain Punch. Oh my god. Oh my god, we got through. Okay. He's still in heal range. Which means we go Drain Punch again? And if we took the Hyper Beam, we take everything, right? Oh my god, Drain Punch is saving our fucking ass. I kind of just threw it on here because I like the move, and I thought it might be useful, and it is doing the work. Okay, just keep Drain Punching. Never not Drain Punch. And now we go for the Bulldoze kill. Oh my god. Okay. Nothing quite according to plan. Were we dead to crit there? It was really close. Alright, so Exka's dead. That should bring in Krook. Or no, Exka still gets revived. Oh yeah, this is still here. That's fine. I think we can beat this with essentially no HP on Pharaoh. We should have a one-shot. We should take 2 hits from this safely, I think. Big I thinks coming in here. It is a little shaky. Okay, it does a waterfall. This is 20 damage. Hold on. I mean, maybe we die to like a crit Stone Edge? I just have to go for it? You can't make that shit up. Holy fuck. I called it. I called exactly the lose condition. And we held on at 1. Oh shit, he still has Archeops. That should be fine. I forgot he still had his Archeops. This is random move. Okay. Stone Edge, Acrobatics, Dragon Claw, and Crunch. If he Stone Edges my Archeops, it's really, really bad. If he Acrobatics here, does it kill Aetionite? It might. If it does, that just is kind of what it is. Can I go Crocodile? I'd probably go Crocodile. Maybe we die to a crit still. Fighting Bug, Water, Grass, Ice, Fairy. I can't believe that, dude. Okay, but what is it guaranteed Acrobatics then on Krook? We resist Rock and Dark. Acro is what we want to come in on. How are we doing on Arcan? I mean, it should be fine. We probably take... Acro's resisted. We probably take it. Alright, we gotta go this. This is the play. Don't crit me, please. We actually survived the crit if it would have happened. I would not have expected that. Oh, no, we wouldn't because it was intimidated. No, we were 100% dead to crit. Okay, this should always be Acrobatics. As long as we're not defeatist here, we should have this. Okay. I think we're safe. We just Ancient Power with Rock Gem. Or not Rock Gem, but Ancient Power. We hit him into defeatist. And then we go for the kill. I still might die to crit. Oh my god. He might have a full restore still. Oh my god, dude, that was way too close. That whole battle was way worse than I thought it would be. Holy fuck, dude. I'm dying over here. Oh my god. Okay, we had the wrong Mon die. So the question becomes, what does that mean for us? It's the final one. We can technically sack everybody. Like, it's the final fight. Alright, so he's got his Cofagrigus lead. It's not that threatening. We lead with a dead Excadrill. We were always going to switch out of this, and that's still the rule. If you do have a back-to-back and a Nuzlocke and you have a dead lead, the only thing you can do is just switch out of it, and that is just how everybody rules this. So the line is unchanged because we're always just going to switch to Krook here. This is never coming in on Toxic. Worst case scenario is like Shadow Ball crit drop or something. Protect is beautiful. That's really good. Okay, now we go Taunt. We outspeed, I assume. I don't believe anything anymore. Yes. We get the Taunt. I mean, Krook is like way faster than Excadrill, so obviously we outspeed. This guy's over 100 speed. Like, Excadrill was 90. This is like 110, 108 or something. Okay. Focus up. Focus up. Focus up. Get the sheet right in front of me. We click. Sandstorm. In case Crunch crit krills, we need to Sandstorm up now. We are carrying Smooth Rock for 8 turns of Sandstorm damage. He's going to Shadow Ball. Okay. That did so little damage that this doesn't really matter. Krook is going to die here always. So that doesn't matter. Crunch is a 2-shot at least. Maybe it just dies here. No. Okay, I was right, though, that the crit would kill. And so we needed to make sure we had Sandstorm set up first. Does Mummy matter? No, Mummy never matters. This can't kill us, even with the drop. It comes scarily close. Gets another goddamn drop. Are you fucking kidding me, my dude? Taunt wears off. Doesn't matter. Crunch kill. This has to be Hydreigon. Are we too low? Does that make a difference? I assume it's Hydreigon because it outspeeds. Okay. Okay. Protect. I don't think we do an alternate sack ever. We just click Protect again to try to stall for more chip, always. Oh my god. Got it. We're just trying to maximize chip damage here. Oh my god. Unbelievable. I kind of want Archon to come up with Sandstorm still up, but every turn we protect is just good. So we still keep clicking it. Krook, you did everything you were meant to do and more above and beyond the Call of Duty. Above and beyond. Incredible. Look at all that damage. This has to kill. Flying Gem, Acrobatics, Archeops. It will outspeed. Believe that it outspeeds. It has to. With the Carbos investment, it has to outspeed. kill it. Oh my god, demon down, demon down, demon down. Okay, this Archeops, for clarity's sake, is speed 147. Write that down. 147 speed does outspeed. 147 speed, Archie, outsped, Hydra. Okay. We're gonna level up. Cool. Sandstorm is down. Bisharp comes in. Now, this would have been an Excadrill kill. What do we do now? Night Slash, Stone Edge, Metal Burst, X Scissor. This is probably Stone Edge. Remember, Excadrill is dead. This is probably guaranteed Stone Edge. Okay, so let's think about options here. I think I always have to switch. This is Metal Burst. I cannot stay in on this. I could go Seismitoad. That's not bad. Seismo is decently fast. Bisharp. Oh, is this one? I guess it doesn't matter really if this is Defiant or anything. There's only 70 speed. I'm pretty sure we outspeed this on Seismo. 92 speed Seismo. He was faster than our Excadrill. That should be true. So we U-turn to Seifert. Oh, we U-turn to Seifert and we go Drain Punch. Oh, that's really good, right? Oh yeah, also Drain Punch. OP. Circle it. Drain Punch doing more work. This is 4x Drain Punch. Stone Edge. He misses. Okay. Just kill him? He could Metal Burst, but I would assume he dies. Okay. Huge. 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 Clean Bisharp kill. That wasn't even on my list. Okay, yeah. So we cross out the... What was the plan was Exca. Seif is way better. Seifert Drain Punch. Seifert Drain Punch OP, exclamation mark. Bouffalant. Okay, Bouffalant. This is where Exca was going to really do work. Head Charge, Wild Charge, Earthquake, and Poison Jab. I started typing my Pokemon's nickname in. Seismitoad. How do we regain our line against Bouffalant? So this wants to click on me, probably Head Charge. Guaranteed, right? Yeah, because it's not a grass move. Okay. I need to go to the bathroom. This is too intense. I'll be right back. And then we will figure this out. All right. We're halfway through, right? Let's go through this. Let's be very thorough. Don't throw this close to the finish line. He has Seismo and Eel. Eel doesn't look that scary. Seismo doesn't look that scary. Eel ideally would be like Seismo, I think. That was the plan originally. And his Seismo we kill with Pharaoh. So presumably these can 1v1 pretty safely. Let's read Head Charge. I believe this is simply recoil move. So this is like Reckless. Reckless boosted Head Charge. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Here's my question. What if I go... I believe that Pharaoh beats Seismo with a switch-in to it. I don't know if Pharaoh beats Seismo if it's too low. I think we do need to take a few attacks. Aish can die. Like, Aish can go here. Aish is not particularly good anywhere else in this fight. The problem is just if I go to Aish now, does it achieve anything? Let's look at it. Let's think about a Scavalier. It helps me to actually just look at the resistance spread rather than think about it myself. Also, then we don't fall into the trap of forgetting something. So, it's never Poison Jab on a Steel type. It shouldn't be Poison Jab here. If it's Poison Jab here, somehow that's incredible, but it's never Poison Jab here. Right. This is always Head Charge, 100%. This is resisted because it's a Steel type. Right. Electric is not resisted. So, this is a Stab Head Charge versus a non-stab Wild Charge. I think this is probably... Is this like a pivot back and forth until this thing is chipped down angle? And then we go like Archeops for the kill? I mean, if we get this to like 60% or 50%, I think it's pretty safe to kill. So Wild Charge is 90. Head Charge is 120. 120 versus 90. But it's stab, so it's 160, but it's resisted, so it's 80 versus 90. Those probably overlap. That's concerning. That is concerning. I think I have to go Aish now. There's no reason never to not go this now. Let's just see what we take for damage here, I guess, and go from there. There's the Head Charge. Okay, less than half. So I don't lose to the crit. I mean, I don't lose to the non-crit. I lose to the crit, sorry. Obviously. If this is Wild Charge... Like, Wild Charge is a free switch back to Seismoto, but does that do anything for me? Not really. I probably should have went Ferrothorn on this first one. Yeah, this should have been Ferrothorn for chip damage from Barbs. And then, like, random move into Aish. That would have been the play. Fuck. I think if Archeops dies to this, we can still win. So I think I attack. Asperberry Swarm. So we go X-Scissor for the Swarm if he knocks us down. I can also Protect Endure. Okay, so let's start thinking about the PP stall angle just to be safe. So this is... Enduring is good, actually, I think. So if we do... This is a head charge. One head charge. So here we protect. He does go wild charge. Maybe the damage rolls don't overlap for this. Alright, we're going to do a rough calc. Rough calcs are allowed. We just don't, like, calc the actual direct team. But I think doing a comparison to just, like, Bouffalant versus, like, Aish to see the... Not even Aish, just a generic Escavalier. To get a sense of the base damage comparison is legal by my... I mean, I've done this before in the Sandlocke. This is not me breaking the seal on doing rough calcs. So if we have a Bouffalant at 52 versus a Escavalier at 51 with Reckless, Head Charge, Wild Charge... Yeah, these are almost completely overlapped. Really? Wild Charge is only 7% more damage? 0.7, sorry? 0.7% more damage? That seems crazy to me. Did I... Oh, I did miscalc the head charge. Whoops. Wait, did I? Wait, how much damage was head charge? Yeah, 120. Okay, I did miscalc. 80 to 90. Yeah, of course. They're the same move. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we always just attack here. We just X-Scissor. And the crit. God damn it. The one turn. Well, I mean, not the one turn, but it would have been nice if he didn't crit there. All right. Bouffalant is slow. Pretty damn slow. So we outspeed this on Seismo. Okay. Okay. Bulk. 95, 95. HP defense. 95 special defense. I mean, I always go Arcan here. This is always Arcan. The only consideration is if we would ever U-turn. And I don't think we do. I think I have to Acro. And if we don't kill... we need to tank the wild charge, and if we don't, then we need to two-shot it, I guess, on somebody else. Okay. Does not die to the recoil. He probably gets healed here. So we have to Acro. This is a fucking problem. Do I Ancient Power to do less damage? I could get the stat boost and survive, too, potentially. I'm just trying to think about putting this into a position where it gets killed by somebody else. Oh, fuck, we're running into the end here. We're running out of ground to cover. Okay. If I kill this on Seismitoad, that probably baits their Seismo. I probably have to sack Ferrothorn. What if I go Ferrothorn? Then I had to switch Ferrothorn. I switch it out on Flamethrower right away. I go to Seismo. I think I like Seismo being alive last more. It seems safer. So Pharaoh probably has to die. You don't get that many opportunities to get Ferrothorn, I guess. If we crit, he kills himself. If we don't crit, he's in a pretty good position to die. If I Ancient Power... Okay, let's think about this. I mean, Ancient Power is like half of that. It's too low. I have to aggro. We have to aggro and sack Arkan. It's too bad that we couldn't get the kill. Okay, he takes the recoil. Can I afford to keep my water gem? Drain Punch is 75, right? It's like always been 75. No, but it is 75 in this game. Okay, so let's look at the damage. Arkan with half attack is like 95. This is 112. And this is super effective. Okay. It's now 2v2. Seifert gets the level up. Okay, the mirror match. And then we just go Pharaoh. That's a lot of damage. I don't really like that. Grass not killed. Please don't. Okay, he rain dances. He greeds. He greeds. He sets me up to kill the Electros. He sets me up to kill the Electros. Ooh, he doesn't die. I think should be clear. We sack on the eel. We still have rain up and then we just one-shot it. Flamethrower still kills. Okay, wait, I was optimistic we could do this with like one death possibly. Which is... I'm a crazy person for thinking that. This has to kill. In the rain with the water gem still on him. Come on. One tap his ass, Seifert. You're the chosen one. You've been here for almost the entire run. It does not kill. Oh my god, the drop. He doesn't heal. He doesn't heal. I thought he still had a full restore. I was thinking he had a full restore. And I was like, I think we still 2-tap it anyway. Holy we did it. That run took so much out of me, dude. 12 attempts, 14 attempts? What the fuck was this, man? 14 attempts down to just the fucking Seismitoad. I am a Seismitoad believer. This boobhead guy, top tier Pokemon. Top tier. One of the best. One of the best of the best. Seismitoad, he just rocketed up the list. He saved the run. He saved everything. I mean, everybody saved the run. This was like all hands on deck type shit. Even a Scavalier dying like a bitch, like it needed to happen. Oh my god. Yeah, I guess a Scavalier is kind of the one who let me down, but it didn't matter. Like, it was fine that it happened that way. Oh. I'm so glad to be done with this run. I was dreading starting over again. Just because I felt like the team was as good as it was ever going to get, and if we couldn't pull it together here... Oh my god. That's a lot of deaths. So the final tally on deaths... that was another 5. So 8 deaths. I think that is the bloodiest then. That's the most attempts and the most deaths, I think. And the only time we've done the Elite Four twice in one of these runs so far. Pokemon X and Y is completely free, I think. Hopefully that's true. I haven't tested it or anything. But we get a Lucario for Gym 1. And then we get Mega Lucario. And we get a ton of encounters before the second gym. We're probably going to implement the anime gym clause for that game specifically because the gyms are so easy. Just to add a little spice to it. We kept Klinklang alive for Pokemon Sun and Moon, which is huge. Yeah, I mean, like, I was hoping we wouldn't have 5 deaths, but it is what it is. Archons and Archon hurts. Archon, like, the reason I didn't say Archon stocks were sky high is because I already love Archon. So, like, Archeops is already has a place in my Pokemon Hall of Fame. So the question becomes, what other game was Archon in? Archon was in Moon. At the Fossil Restoration Center. This is a Alola Route 8. So on Alola Route 8, Rattata, Fletchinder, Trumbeak, Yungoos, Salandit, Stuffle, Crabballer, Wimpod, Water types. Yeah, we get a fossil on this route always. So yeah, it's between... Is Bastiodon dead? Well, anyway, I guess we take the Tortuga, right? Unless Bastiodon's alive, maybe. Well, this is a problem for another time, I guess, but... It's worth discussing the consequences here for the VOD, I suppose. Yeah, debriefing the run is something to do. Okay, so... Ambrit Town, Fossil Lab, and X and Y. Oh yeah, but that's like probably post-game, right? Where do we get this? Where do we actually get this? In... Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong thing. After Hall of Flame, Rock Smash, Mirage Spot's there. Pokepalago? Finite Methods, Coney City, Olivia's Jewelry Shop. Ah, okay. So Coney City... So Sun is Cover Fossil and Skull. Moon is Plume and Armor. And if we look at the Sandlocke spreadsheet, did Bastiodon eat shit and die? Yes. Yes. So both fossil encounters in Moon are dead. That's just what I said, right? No. Yes. Yes. No. Wait. Sorry. Yes. Cover Fossil threw me for a loop for a second. Because I was like, wait, is Cover the feather? No, the plume is the feather. Cover's the shell. Yes. Skull, Cover, and Sun. So we probably play Sun, and we get Caracosta, which might be fun in Alola. I don't know. I like Caracosta. I have fondness for him after Pokemon Run and Bun. So probably we're looking at Pokemon Sun. Stoutland died to a semi-poor trainer. Excadrill died on N, right? Crocodile died on Getsus to the Hydreigon. I don't remember the end fight anymore. My mind repressed it. Crustle died to Eat 4. Died to Chantal. Chandelure. We never got Sigilif. Archeops died to Getsus. Bouffalont. Reuniclus is alive. Escavalier died to Getsus Bouffalont, right? We had 2 deaths to Bouffalont. We used Escavalier to try to get the kill with Arcan, and we did not get it. Ferrothorn died to Getsus Electros. Stunfisk died to Ice Gym? Did we lose Stunfisk to Bryson? Died to Bryson? Question mark? Golurk's alive, Bisharp's alive, Mandibuzz alive, Durant's alive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dead. Stoutland, Excadrill, Crocodile, Crustle, Archeops, Escavalier, Ferrothorn, and Stunfisk. Some notable deaths there. Losing Stoutland is losing a Sun and Moon encounter. That's maybe pretty bad. Is what it is. I'm not redoing this run. We just have to fight through Pokemon Sun. And it's just gotta work. That's 2 games from now, though. You know, maybe the series will be dead by then. Could happen. And there's not I mean, there's a decent amount of Alola encounters, but I don't know how many of them are early. Let's look at the Pokemon Sun and Moon exclusives list. Nothing more than a freak without a human heart. Blah, 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 blah. I also got this done in time to do fucking Platinum Kaizo. Okay, Pokemon Moon gets a Sandshrew. And Mandibuzz? Oof. Okay, so we still might want to do Pokemon Moon, unfortunately. That really sucks that Archeops died then. But there was no real way about that. Like, I think if we tried to save Archeops, we could have wiped. So it's really a matter of, like, do I want/need Caracosta? Or do I go for Alolan Sandslash, which admittedly is garbage? Or Mandibuzz, which is interesting. Interesting and probably good, but it also depends when we get it. Route 3? Route 3 from a Shadow Ambush. It is our only Route 3 encounter. Interesting. Okay, so I think the choice ultimately for Alola comes down to, do we want a water type or do we want a flyer? Do we want surf or do we want fly? Which doesn't matter because you have the ride guys, right? So in that sense, what do we get? We get you. Is Barbaracle in? Seismitoad is also alive, so yeah, maybe there's... Can we get a Tympole in Pokemon Sun and Moon? No. Damn. But apparently he's in X and Y. I guess. Sword and Shield's actually more substantial for Tympole, I think. Snow Tympole, Barbaracle. Evolves from Binnacle. Okay, Binnacle is in only Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Damn. What about a Sigilith? Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon also only. This is a tough one. Is Aerodactyl alive? Wait, Aerodactyl is alive, I think. But we get a gift arrow, right? Right? Don't you get a gift Aerodactyl somewhere else in Sun and Moon? Or am I thinking of the Aerodactyl from X and Y? Seafolk Village gift. Okay. So we will have a flying type. In the form of arrow. So that makes Mandibuzz less useful? What about dark types? Krook is dead. Do we need dark types? Gliscor is also alive? Still? Is there a Gligar in Sun and Moon? Not in Sun and Moon. Okay. Damn. Okay, let's just go from the top of the list. Fuck it. Let's just go through everything at this point. So Aerodactyl gives us a flying type. Skarmory's alive? Is Skarmory in X and Y? Or I mean Sun and Moon. It is in Sun and Moon. So there's at least 2 flying types we can pick up in Sun and Moon. So yeah, Caracal is actually looking pretty interesting in Sun and Moon. I think I like it. Barboach is a pretty similar niche, is it though? I probably just need to do a full encounter map for Sun and Moon, which I don't think I've done yet. Like, I might have started one, but I don't think I finished it. Barboach is in Sun and Moon. Let's see here. Yeah, X and Y is like Bunnelby, Riolu, Honedge, Tyrant. 3 different encounters in Route 9, like 5 different encounters in Glittering Cave. Route 8 in Silage City for Binnacle and Dwebble. Like, X and Y is insane. Yeah, all I have here, Sun Moon, is Clink is the starter because it's Island Scan, and we're editing it in because we don't have a proper starter. Bonsly Route 1, I say. But that might be a conditional Bonsly, I'll have to look into that. And yeah, Diglett, Verdant, and the Totem. Like, I didn't go past the first Totem fight for Sun and Moon. So it's completely a mystery to me what is going to be available. Sun and Moon's probably going to be pretty hard. Like, Sun and Moon early game is already pretty difficult in a Nuzlocke if you follow, like, if you don't give yourself extra encounters for the side areas of, like, Route 1, right? I've only played Sun and Moon, like, 1 actual full run. So that's something we got to think about. All right, well, let's get through the credits here proper. Stop the local recording. I should have stopped it sooner because I didn't need all that post-amble there, but... I love you. I love you. Be with me, Pokemon Trainer. I'm sorry, N. We can't be together. The American audience just isn't ready for it. Maybe in Pokemon Black and White 3, and maybe then. What a good fucking game. God, I love Gen 5. Look into his eyes beneath the trucker hats. Junichi Masuda. Ken Sugimori. The goats. I'm a big Sugimori art enjoyer. Okay, well, that was fantastic. Because that was fucking content, man. I need to make some shorts, probably. I need to make a fucking TikTok for advertising as well. And I can start working on the edit for this. I don't know when I'm going to find the time to do that currently. With Platinum Kaizo coming out, I'm probably not even going to start it. I'm probably just going to wait. I'm also pretty sure I need to pull the VODs for most of this. Because, I don't know how much of this I actually recorded locally, especially early on. I definitely didn't believe in this run, you know, until suddenly we found ourselves deathless after Gym 3. And I need the old footage too to complete the edit. Because I honestly, half the video's got to be the attempt 3, the first Elite Four attempt. It'll be a complicated video relative to my other ones, but fuck. I mean, Black and White can have an hour and a half video or something. It's fine. That's perfectly fine, I think. This game deserves it. It's a masterpiece. Alright, well, I think we probably do the XY Sandlocke as a break from Platinum Kaizo. Whenever, you know, we feel like doing that, basically. Bro's going supersonic. All right. The end indeed. God damn. What a wild fucking ride. Was that more of a nail biter than Cynthia? I don't know. That Bouffalant nearly killed us. And we were off the rails by like the second fucking Pokemon of N. Like, no, the first. We went off the rails essentially because of the damage we took on the dragon. Like, we were almost immediately off script. Cynthia, like, for all, you know, the difficulty we had with Cynthia, she was still just one fight. But we were already struggling on fucking N. So this is like, this has to be more dramatic than Cynthia was, right? Okay, we gotta bury our children and then we're gonna end stream. If I go here, Pokemon Basics, there's probably gonna be a cutscene or something. My children are dead, Mom. Looker, what are you? The cops? You called the feds, Mom? What is wrong with you? The feds gave me a fishing rod. What does that imply? What does that mean? A national Pokedex. Alright, fly. Get me to a town. As is custom. At least I think we did this in previous runs. Maybe I'm making this up right now. We bury our dead. You died. You died. You died. You died. And of course, Arkin died, and Seismitoad was the ultimate goat. Exca, you didn't really let me down, you just got fucked over. Krook died next, and then it was you to clear the way for Arkin, who also died because he couldn't get the damage range. Then you had to die to make sure we didn't lose, and that Seismitoad could be there to carry us in his arms to the finish line. You go in the Dregs box. You're not a real Pokemon. Go here with your other not real friends. Alright, Gigalith alive. Gigalith lives. Reuniclus lives. Ghosts, Bug, and some Darktide. Alright, there's a squad. With the gears saved for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Wow, okay, cool. What a run. Alright. Well, that'll be it for the stream. Next stream will be whenever Platinum Kaizo releases, which was like 6 days or something, I think. I forget what day Platinum Kaizo comes out. But yeah, we'll be playing on like Platinum Kaizo release day, I think. Or maybe release evening. But that's the plan. So I'll see you guys then. Anybody who watches the VODs, I'll see you then.